Hello everyone, welcome back to Pabbly. In this video, we are going to learn how to add IndiaMART leads and inquiries to Salesforce for construction business. So let's suppose I am an owner of a construction business and I am receiving many leads and inquiries on my IndiaMART. Now, whenever there is a new lead or the new inquiry, I automatically want to add all the lead details in my Salesforce account. Now, doing this manually will be a very time consuming and a tedious task. So, I am going to automate this process, and to do this automation, I am going to use Pabbly Connect. So, with the help of Pabbly Connect, I am going to build connection in such a way that whenever I will receive new lead in my IndiaMART, it will be automatically added to my Salesforce account. If you also want to learn about this interesting automation step by step, then let me take you all to my screen. In this video, we are going to learn how to add IndiaMART leads and inquiries to Salesforce for construction business. For this, we are going to create automation between IndiaMART and Salesforce with the help of Pabbly Connect. So this is the landing page of Pabbly, and you can visit this simply by typing pabbly.com/connect/signr/ in your browser. Now, after browsing the website, we need to sign in to our Pabbly account. On the top right corner, you can see two options, sign in and sign up for free. If you are an existing user, click on this sign in, and if you are a new user, click on this sign up for free, and this will give you 100 tasks free on monthly basis. As I'm an existing user, I'll click on the sign in. And here all Pabbly apps page has appeared, which is showing me all the Pabbly applications. Here I have to click on this Pabbly Connect Access Now. And it has taken me to this dashboard where I will be able to find all my workflows over here and all the folders that I have created over here. If you want to create a new folder, you simply have to click on this plus icon, and from here you can create a new folder. For now, I want to create a new workflow, for which I need to click on this create workflow. And first I need to provide the workflow name, and then I have to select the folder in which I want to save that workflow. So first, let's name this workflow as how to add IndiaMART leads and inquiries to Salesforce for construction business. And now I need to select my folder. So these are the folders that have been created, and I want to select this IndiaMART automations and then click on create. Now, as soon as I click on create, two boxes have appeared in front of me. One is trigger, other is action. So trigger says when this happens, and action says do this. So trigger is basically an event which starts the automation of a workflow. There can be only one trigger in a workflow, but as many as action steps as you want. Here in this workflow, I want to add my IndiaMART leads and inquiries to Salesforce for construction business, which means whenever there will be a new lead or the new inquiry in my IndiaMART, it will be automatically added to my Salesforce, which means whenever there will be a new lead or the new inquiry in my IndiaMART, this complete workflow here will get triggered, because trigger says when this happens. So when a new lead or the new inquiry has been generated and then action says do this, then add that to Salesforce. So here in my trigger application, I am going to take IndiaMART. And then in my trigger event, I have to take this new leads. Now I need to make connection between Pabbly Connect and IndiaMART, for which a webhook URL is provided to me, and this URL is going to act as a bridge to connect my IndiaMART with Pabbly Connect. So reading this help desk, I am going to make this connection, and to make this connection, let me open my IndiaMART account. So this is my IndiaMART account, and this is the seller's dashboard of IndiaMART. On the left hand side, where I can see all these options, here I have to click on this lead manager, and then I have to click on this three dots and then click on this import export leads, from where I have to go to this push API. Now under this push API integration, I have to select the source. From this drop down, I want to select this as other, and then I have to select my CRM platform name and the webhook listener URL. So my CRM platform name is Pabbly Connect, and then have to enter the webhook listener URL. So this is the same webhook URL which I am provided in my Pabbly Connect workflow. So I am going to copy this webhook URL and paste that webhook listener URL over here, and then I have to click on save details. Now I need to select the reason that why I want to connect my Pabbly Connect with IndiaMART. So in this drop down, I can see all these reasons. Here I simply want to select as I can easily assign leads to my sales team and manage their performance. You can select according to your choice and preference, and then you have to simply click on the script to generate OTP. Here I have successfully added my webhook URL which I was provided in my Pabbly Connect workflow in my IndiaMART, and let's go back to Pabbly Connect. If I scroll down, I can see this waiting for the webhook response, and under this it is written, now log into the application where you have added the webhook URL and do test submission so that the data can be recorded here in the webhook response. Now this means so as to get the webhook response over here in this workflow, I need to do a test submission. For that I am going to open my profile that I have created in IndiaMART in incognito mode, and from that profile I am going to send query to my own business, and if Pabbly Connect captured that response over here in this workflow, this means the connection setup that we have created with the help of this webhook URL between Pabbly Connect and IndiaMART, that is successful. So let's quickly open my profile. So here this is my profile, this is the name, the phone number is this, email address is latest@pabblytuge.com, address is Bhopal, Madhya Pradesh, and the company name is Latest Company. And now I am going to search for my business, which is, and after searching for the business I have to simply click on this contact supplier, and then I have to add my query in this box. So let's say the query is, dear sir, madam, we are looking for reliable construction services for a residential project in Bhopal. Kindly provide details on your offerings, pricing and timelines. We are also interested in discussing bulk construction material supply options. Looking forward to your prompt response. Thanks, regards. And now I am going to click on this next, and as this is not a required field, I am going to click on this submit. Here I have successfully added my query, and all these details should be captured in my Pabbly Connect workflow. So let's open my Pabbly Connect, and here I can see that I have received the response instantly. The result is success. I have received the unique query ID, and this unique query ID will be unique for every query that will be received. I have received the response. Subject, the state is Madhya Pradesh, sender name was this. Then I have received the mobile number and the email address as latest@pabblytuge.com. The company name is Latest Company and the address is Bhopal, Madhya Pradesh. Then the product name is Pabbly Connect free demo available, and then I have received the query message that I have just sent to my own business from my profile. Dear sir, madam, we are looking for reliable construction services for a residential project in Bhopal. Kindly provide details on your offerings, pricings and timelines. So this is the same exact query that I have just sent to my business. Now here we have successfully received all the details, and this means the connection setup that we have created with the help of this webhook URL between Pabbly Connect and IndiaMART, that is successful. And now whenever someone will send the query, I will start receiving the response here in this workflow. Now moving on to the next step, whenever I receive a new lead or the new inquiry, I want to add that to my Salesforce account. So here in my action application, I am going to take Salesforce. And then in my action event, I have to take this create lead. And then I have to click on this connect. So if you have an existing connection, go with save. If you don't have one, click on this add new connection. And then click on this connect with Salesforce. Here I have already logged in my Salesforce account, and that's why I just need to click on this allow, because my data is completely saved with Pabbly Connect. And here authorization successful. So Salesforce is connected with Pabbly Connect, and I have to enter all these details. So the first one is that I have to enter the last name. So I'm not going to enter this manually. Instead, I'm going to use a method called mapping, which means I'm going to enter data from my previous response. So now when I click on this last name field, I can see this IndiaMART, and when I click on this, I can see all the response that I have received from there. But I have to enter the last name, and in this response, I can see that I have received the full name of the lead. So here I have to format this. For that, I am going to use one more action step before this action step, and click on this add action step button and search for a feature by Pabbly, which is text formatter. And then in my action event, I am going to take this split text. Then click on this connect. Now I have to select the text that I want to split. So I want to split the name of the lead, and then reading this help desk, I am going to enter space as the separator. And then in the segment index, I have to select this as all, and then click on the save and send test request. So here I have received the response. My first name has been separated with my last name, and now I can map all these values in my Salesforce action step. So here I will click on this last name, and here I can see that I have received the response from text formatter, and the last name is this one. And then I will follow the same process and enter my first name as this one. Now in the title field, I want to enter the name of the product. So the name of the product was Pabbly Connect free demo available. And then in the company, I have received the response as the latest company. Then I have to enter the phone number. So I will follow the same process and enter my phone number as. Now after entering my phone number, I have to enter the email address. So the email address that we received was latest@pabblytudes.com. And I'm going to leave this field blank because this is not a required field and I have not received the response for this. Now if you have received the response, you can enter following the same process. Now I want to enter the query that I have received in my description field. So the query that we have received was this: Dear Sir, Madam, we are looking for reliable construction services for a residential project in Bhopal. And now in my lead source, I want to select this as web and the status as open not contacted, rating as hot. And then in the street, we have received the address as Bhopal, Madhya Pradesh, and then the city as Bhopal, and then the country as. Now over here, mapping is important so that every time you receive a new response, it is taken into consideration in these fields. Manually entering the data will make these fields static and the information will not change even if you have received the new response. Over here, if I manually enter any detail, this field will become static and every time I receive a new response, the result will not change. So as to keep these fields dynamic, we use this process mapping instead of manually entering the details. Now after entering all these details, I simply have to click on this save and send test request. And here I can see that I have received the response with the ID of the lead and this response is a positive one. Now I need to open my Salesforce and check whether all these details have been added there or not. So this is my Salesforce account and on the top I can see all these options. Here I am going to click on this leads and then I can see that I have created this lead. Let's open this. And here the name was this one, phone number was this, the company name was latest company. Title was Pabbly Connect free demo available. Status was open not contacted. Lead source was web. Email address was latest@pabblytudes.com. Address was Bhopal, Madhya Pradesh. And then the country was this. And the description that we added was: Dear Sir, Madam, we are looking for reliable construction services for a residential project in Bhopal. So this is the same exact query. So this is how this automation workflow will run. And now to summarize, we took IndiaMART as a trigger application where we made connection with Pabbly Connect with the help of this webhook URL. We submitted a query and received the response in this workflow. After that, we moved to the next step where we want to add all these lead details and query in my Salesforce account. So I took Salesforce as my action application, made connection with Pabbly Connect, entered all these details with the help of mapping. Simply clicked on the save and send test request and received the response as these details been added to my Salesforce automatically. So we have successfully created automation between IndiaMART and Salesforce with the help of Pabbly Connect. I hope you like this video. Thanks for watching.
Not only these applications, but you can integrate many more applications with the help of Pabbly Connect. Now if you have any doubt, you can reach us at support@pabbly.com. If you have any query, you can reach us at forum.pabbly.com, and if you have any pricing related issue, you can visit the website given over here. Also, if you find our videos helpful, do share it with your friends and like and subscribe to our channel.